Okay, so here I am at one of the local ponds. So far this year it's been stocked 2,000 trout, so I guess there's your hint as to which pond I'm at if you don't recognize the scenery. And I've heard that it's infested with pike and perch. And so I'm gonna first actually try for some pike, because that might be a little bit of fun. I doubt that they're very big, but then again, when they're in a trout pond and they're eating all the little trout that they're putting in here, they grow pretty fast. And here's the sad thing, is that in trout ponds, you're not allowed to keep anything but trout unless otherwise said. So here, you're only allowed to keep trout, even though you got pike and perch. Those pike will be eating the little trout that they're putting in here, so it's pretty pointless to even stock this place anymore, if it's true that it's overrun with pike. But we will see. The pond's not too full of weeds yet. I'm kind of surprised that they haven't stocked it with grass carp yet, because normally these little ponds just get full of weeds and you need the grass carp to eat all the weeds so that it doesn't just drown out with weeds. But anyway, let's see what happens today. I'll be just casting a little jig on right now because that's what I have on my line. It's got a little jig. It's a white and pink head with pink body, and I imagine that the little pike will like that. If not, I'll try something else. We'll give it a go. Okay, so I've been fishing for quite a while. Probably about half an hour. And I finally caught one. Earlier I had a pike follow my line in, but now I just caught one, so I gotta go net it now. And I just flipped the hook. That sucks. Oh well. So there are pike here. What I did was I started off with that jig, never had one bite. And then what I did was I switched to a 5 of diamonds. And on the 5 of diamonds I had one follow in, but he showed no interest in biting. And so I switched to a jig again, because he stayed in the weeds right below me. And when I did that, still nothing. He just did not show any interest in that, so I switched to, what did I switch to? Crocodile spoon. And I just casting that everywhere, no interest from anything. And now I just put on a spinnerbait, just like that. And they're very good normally. I am just noticing right now that I should probably switch my camera around. But no, that fish that I just had on was maybe 14 inches, 15 inches. It wasn't very big. So I'm going to switch my camera around right now, and then I'm going to keep fishing and see if I can't actually land something. If I wasn't trying to film it, I probably would have landed it. So now I'm going to do less talking, and I'm going to land the fish and have fun. Maybe I can catch another pike. But if I don't start catching more pike, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to stuff that can catch either trout or perch and see if that works for me. Okay. It doesn't seem like the pike really want to bite today, so I've seen a total of 5. So it's not really infested, that's for sure, but it'd definitely be nice to not have those pike in here. And now I'm going for perch and trout, mostly perch at the moment. But what I do is I have a bobber, and I got a hook on. Now, you can see that it's red. I've always found that red is one of the best colors for perch. Now, it also depends upon the time of the year and other factors, but this is an all-around good hook, so I'm going to see if some perch don't want to bite, and of course trout will bite on this too. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so there are definitely perch in here, quite a few. I just cast out my hook like it was, and I slowly brought it in to shore. There were about 6 perch that all followed it in, but they were all small. They weren't, if you were allowed to keep them here, you wouldn't keep them here, because they wouldn't be big enough to have any meat on them. I'm going to see if I can't have a little bit of fun with the perch here. And if I catch anything, I'll make sure to put it on film. Okay, so just caught a perch. As you can see, it's really small. Just a little guy. Not worth keeping, that's for sure, if you were even allowed, but you're not allowed now with the new regulations. So I'll have to put him back. Yeah, that didn't take long. I just put it on a pickerel rig because I saw a guy over there with a pickerel rig that caught a trout. So I have a worm on the one hook, and I have power bait on the other hook. Just trying to catch some of these trout, but instead caught one of these itty bitty perches. Look at that, it's tiny, it's pathetic. It's like nothing. Okay, so I've been fishing for way too long to only catch one perch and have that pike on right to shore. So I'm going to go around the pond, try the other side, And if I don't catch anything, well, I might stop at one more spot to try to fish for a bit, but I don't really have that much time anyway. So this might just be one of those failed videos. But something I've noticed is there are actually a ton of pike in here. They're all like that 6 to 8 inch range. They're just like the little small pike, which means that in a few years this place will actually probably be pretty good to go fishing for pike. And as I was fishing there was this one pike. He was probably, I don't know, he wasn't very big, well, relatively speaking. He might have been around 20 inches, so not tiny, not very big whatsoever, but he is swimming really close to the surface. And I tried to cast a spoon out to him and he showed no interest whatsoever. So yeah, I guess that there's enough pike in here probably to make it worth your while if you just want to catch the little dinky guys, and there's definitely enough perch. When I went back to the jig trying to get that pike, lots and lots of perch were following my jig right here. And so, but again, none of them that I've seen would be any bigger than the one that I caught and I had on camera. So really this pond, yeah, I don't think it's really worth fishing for it, like here. It's one of those things that if you're really close by, I guess that you can stop by and try it. I did see the one guy catch the trout, but other than that, there's been a total of 8 other fishermen that have either come and gone or are still here, and other than that one trout I saw caught, no one else has caught any fish out of the other fishermen here. So yeah, I don't think it's very good. But here, since it's a trout pond, they stock it, and tons of people, they're paying attention to when the ponds are stocked, and the minute the pond is stocked, everybody comes out here, and they're all out here trying to catch the trout. It's like the trout that I saw the guy catch here today. It was not very big. It might have been, I don't know, 20 centimeters. But the guy still kept it, which is stupid because that's tiny. It's not really worthwhile even keeping that. But that's the problem, is you got tons of people that come here on the day that all the trout are stocked, and they catch them all, and they're keeping their limit. If you have a family of like 4, of course that's a lot of fish. You can have 20 fish going out of the pond just like that. So yeah, there was stocked 2,000 trout, but I've only seen the one caught, and I've seen 2 trout jump, which is pretty pathetic when you think about it. But if you ever go to the hatchery up in Calgary, it's interesting because you realize why the trout are so easy to catch when they're from the hatchery, because they see humans and they know it's food. So they're really stupid in ponds like this, so they're easy to catch. That's why they're fished out so quickly. Anyways, I'm going to walk to the very other side of the pond. I'm going to cast a bit there. If I catch nothing there, I'll debate whether I want to go try another pond or not. So yeah, today has been pretty horrible. 1 perch and 1 pike that got off. That's sad. Look at the size of that crayfish. For around here, that's pretty darn big. Let's see. Yeah, almost as long as my hand is. Yeah, I just saw a few crayfish fighting down there, so I figured I'd see if I can get him to take my jig. So I just put it right in front of my jig, and he grabbed onto my jig, and I lifted him right out of the water. That was interesting. I'll kill him because I hate these things, but that may be one of the biggest crayfish I have ever caught on, well, caught anyway. But whenever I know that there's crayfish around, I like to put on some sort of bait and catch them. So that's a pretty big one. It's just about big enough to keep and try to cook. That was fun. Okay, so I noticed some more crayfish down there. So what I did was I actually put on this big treble hook. And when they go for my bait, I lift up, because I put a worm on there too. When they go over the hook, I lift up, and I grab him on one of their claws. And he's about to grab me. Oh, just about. So anyway, look at that too. He's not near as big as the last guy. But here's another important thing to know, is that with crayfish, regardless, you should always kill them. But if you're wanting to take them home and keep them, you are not allowed to take them home alive. So if you catch one, or a few, you have to kill it before you leave. Because if you were to be found traveling with these things alive in your vehicle, you'd be in a lot of trouble. So yeah, if you want to catch these, so like these are in all the ponds in the area, and if you want to keep them, you got to kill them. They do actually taste pretty good, but there's not much meat on them. But yeah, and watch out for the claws, because those things are not meant for hugging. Those things are definitely meant for pinching. They're not stupid enough to pinch on themselves like some lobsters are. But those will hurt, I can tell you from experience. So yeah, I'm just going to kill that guy, and I can't decide whether I want to keep these or not, or if I just want to toss them for seagulls. I might keep them even and eat them, who knows, these are pretty big. Okay, so I got bored with the fish here, so I decided to just quickly get some crayfish in the last 10 minutes, and then now I'm going to be heading there. I might actually keep some of these bigger guys there. They're big enough to eat. Well, you can see them compared to my hand. So they're not great, but like that biggest guy right there, let me just move these guys. The biggest guy right there is pretty big. There will be some meat on that tail there. So I might just rip off the tails, honestly, and then leave the rest for the gulls. And I'm just going to leave these little ones for the gulls because these little ones have no meat on them whatsoever. So yeah, that was a little bit of fun compared to what I was doing before. Okay, so today I came here to Riverstone Pond to find out if it was infested with pike and perch like I had heard. And yes, it's true. It is infested. Completely infested. So I saw the one guy catch a trout. That was good. I saw 2 trout jump. I caught the pike. But, well, I had the pike on. I got off the shore and I caught the perch. Tons of pike that followed on my hooks at the end there. Saw lots of those 6 to 8 inch pike just trolling the weed lines. And tons of perch. I just cast a little bit here with the jig quickly, and I think I might have snagged the perch because it came out of the depth, quickly grabbed onto my hook. It was a small fish, and then got off quickly. And yeah, so I don't think I'll be coming to Riverstone anytime soon, just because that was pretty boring. Maybe if they stock it again this year, maybe I'll come out again. But yeah, it doesn't seem like there's that many trout here anymore. Maybe once I get my fly rod back, maybe I'll come out here with fly rod in the evening and see if I can't get one on a dry fly. And even just go for the other fish with flies. I find that you can catch lots of little pike with flies easily. But I'm going to call that a day. So I guess I also caught the 6 crayfish, I think? 2, 4, 6, yeah, 6 crayfish. And if I wanted to, I could easily catch a bunch more, but I don't want to sit here forever. Tonight I'm going out to see the movies with my wife. So, yeah, it was a fun day, but most of the ponds in the city are pretty overfished. There's too many people fishing here. As you know, as you probably know, Alberta has like the most fishermen per like lake compared to any other province or territory in Canada. Even Ontario and Quebec, which is amazing because there's tons of fishermen over there, but they have so many lakes that it doesn't matter. But yeah, these little ponds are outfished. I need to start going to lakes and ponds that are out of the city because that's where the fish will be. I just have to become not lazy and actually drag my butt out there when I have enough time. That's also the trick, when I have enough time. So that's it. If you want to go on a guided fishing trip, you can contact me through my Facebook page, or you can send me a message through YouTube. If you know how to do that, it's a little bit difficult. And if you want to have any of your stuff advertised, if you're starting to make fishing gear, or if you've been making fishing gear for a while, you can send me a message and we can come up with some agreement to have your products advertised on this channel. And if you want to become a sponsor, you can also hit me up. And yeah, even though this fishing didn't make me look very good today, not worthwhile getting a fishing charter if the fishing is this horrible. So hopefully I'll be hitting up some of these lakes outside of the city where there's actually fish to catch. But the river is still good, so maybe I'll hit up the river tomorrow because the river has been decent lately. Well, actually that's a lie. The last 2 times I went out there it wasn't good. Don't even know if I'll post the videos from those ones. But yeah, sturgeon season comes again. That's worthwhile going out fishing. So just look down there, subscribe, and I will be going fishing again tomorrow, hopefully. It's just a good day to get out. If you can't enjoy being out in the outdoors and not catch any fish, then you're not an outdoorsman, because the fish are a bonus when you're outside. But just being outside, enjoying the birds, enjoying the running water, that's what it's really about, right? Cheers.